An early morning rise it was. The destination on this breezy South Arkansas day, Lake Chicot State Park. Located in the extreme southeastern part of the state of Arkansas, Lake Chicot attracts people by the thousands year in and year out. Geographically speaking, Lake Chicot is an oxbow lake. The 20-mile-long giant of water was basically cut off from the Mississippi River centuries back. With the boat preparations complete and fishing guide Ryan Moseley all set, it was time to hit the water.
Hey, we are.
Starting the day in the northern portion of the lake, Ryan explains what bait he'll be starting out with.
These are KVD crankbaits. This is the silent series right here, which means it has no internal rattle, which means it makes very little noise in the water. It just, fish are attracted to it by the vibration. This right here is pretty much what I use for most occasions, is the Bomber fat-free shad, and it's the guppy size right here, which is about I think half an ounce. But this has internal rattles, pretty much like little BBs inside of it, which make a lot of racket in the water. And plus, it's a little bit of flat-sided on it, instead of, like, see, this is a little bit fatter. It's going to have more of a wider wobble, whereas this is a little thinner, and it's going to have a real tight wobble in the water. Mimics probably the shad forage in this lake a little bit better than that one. Dang. Missed that one. First miss of the day. Bad start, man. Alright, missed one. Bad start, bro. Bad start. Felt like he might have been total 6-7 inches. That was a problem. Late running. Definitely feeling a very muddy bottom down there. Bumping a lot of stuff.
A few minutes later, Ryan gets a hunch that a bait change is in order.
I'm just using a straight up culprit 7.5-inch worm, with a little C-tail on it. Curly tail gives a little bit more action in the water. I like culprits. I've had more successful culprits than anything else, you know. They got a little, pretty much like a crawfish scent on it. That seems to work pretty well with the bass. But I'm just straight up, you know, Texas rigging it right now. Where I got, you know, just a little small bullet weight on there. As far as hooks go and everything, I use Gatsu hooks. It's all I use. Really sharp points. I seem to like them real well. They've had good success with them. All you pretty much do, you know, you just hook the worm to the very top of it, guide it up the hook to flip it around. Just barely sticking through at the bottom, come out, stick it back through where it, how I usually do it, it sticks it back through the plastic, there's no hook exposed, makes it wheels. The application I'm fixing to use, this will be a good idea right now. So let's hope this works. You can cut all this with video. Just saying. I'm not a finesse fisherman at all. Here right now, my game is more power fishing. I'm more of a crankbait, spinnerbait kind of guy. Finesse fishing with worms, tubes, lizards, all that. Jigs. I'll do it when the time's right, when I have to, when I'm forced to. But if I had no choice, I'd be throwing a crankbait or a rattle trap or spinnerbait, something like that. This fishing, it's good when you have to do it. But the only bad thing about it, it's really slow. It's hard for me to keep the bait in the water that long because the fish are slow pace. So I'm just used to running the gun in everywhere.
After a couple more nips, Ryan cranks the boat up. Since the largemouth bass don't seem to be too interested in biting this morning, he decides to head back up to the spillway, this time in search of white bass. It would prove to be a wise decision.
It's here. Hurt my back. I felt the pull. I just got over it too, man. White bass may have been spawned.
Down here, got there good one.
Oh, it came off. Had one right there, Ryan. Had me a white bass. Or a largemouth one too. Had something. I had a fish. That's a fish, man. Break my heart. Got him. There we go. Well, it's not what I originally came after, but just seeing how the largemouth ain't cooperating right now, we'll fish for these for a little while. I'm actually hoping we could pick up some largemouth through here. Looks like just a white bass are still moving in here. If you ever catch these things, I always stay away from the gills because they got razor sharp gills right through there that'll cut you nothing flat. They're alright to lip, just stay away from the gills. Very dangerous. Everything got slipped. Hang on to my reel.
With the first fish caught on the day, Ryan decides to continue in this same area. 2 more would be brought in moments later, only one, a white bass. It ended up being a bit of a rough day overall with only 3 fish brought in. Apparently, though, the fish were just camera shy. The next day, Ryan went back to Lake Chicot and hauled in a pretty good sized largemouth bass.